Hello friends, last two lectures I have discussed about the Arduino with Python. How can you write the Python program in Arduino IDE for designing any kind of the IoT protocol, right? So LED blinking, that is one of the basic programming for Arduino IoT, or you can think about the IoT. Last class I have shown one of the example how can you design the some IoT application with the help of the Python in Arduino. So here I would like to discuss another thing that suppose if you want to turn on the LED. Okay, so how can you turn on the LED with the help of the potentiometer? Okay, and so last class I discussed with the help of the push button how can you turn on the LED. Okay, so what is the corresponding Python code for that I have discussed in the last class. So here the headline is mentioned that editing analog input as a potentiometer. So LED will be turn on or turn off. Okay. Here, so the LED that will be acted as only the digital output. Okay. Either it will be turn on but turn off. But here we are controlling the period. Okay. How long the LED will be turned on. Okay. The periodic time of the LED that will be depends on the potentiometer value. Okay. Suppose this is turn on and this is turn off. Okay, so LED will be turned on for this period of time and then turn off for this period of time. Okay, what is the delay time? How long the LED will be turned on? So this value, okay, this entire value that is related to potentiometer. We are giving the delay time value from the potentiometer. Suppose some value, suppose 5. Okay, so 5 value I am giving to the Arduino with the help of the potentiometer. So this 5 will be transferred to the LED, so that the LED can turn on for a 5 millisecond. Suppose if it will turn off for a 2 millisecond. Okay, so after 2 millisecond again LED will be turned on. So based on that I will give the again change the Arduino value. Okay, normally so the delay time, so turn on and turn off, we used to give the turn off time the same. Okay, for that. So turn on for if we want to change this thing, how long the how bright the LED will be look like, this will be depends on the different thing, different program I need to do. So this I will also discuss. So that means rather giving the turn off time, we are not writing the delay time directly in the code. Okay, we are giving the delay time with the help of the potentiometer, how long the LED will be turned on. So for a some program, the LED will be turned on for 5 milliseconds. Based on that, I will change the potentiometer value. If LED should be turned on for suppose 2 milliseconds, then based on that, I can change the potentiometer value. So potentiometer that will be acted as an analog, analog input. Various delay time you can give by the potentiometer. Okay, that's why the potentiometer that should be connected with the analog input of the Arduino. Okay, and but the digital it will be LED will be only turned on or turn off. It has two value, but the delay time this you can vary with the help of the potentiometer. Whatever value we will give from the potentiometer, based on that the LED will be turned on for a that period of time. I think this thing is clear what I would like to discuss. So now I'm going to the hello. So I have already told that the import pipe formatter is required for writing any kind of the code related to Python in Arduino, right? Uh, Here, import pipe formatter, import time. These two things are mainly related to pipe formatter, means all the objects are associated with pipe formatter. This will be enabled if you write the pipe formatter. And input time is mainly required. This I have already discussed. Input time is mainly required to counting the delay time. If you want to put a delay time between LED turn on and the turn off. Okay. So board pipe formatter dot Arduino. Okay, so this is mainly to connect the any COM port, any kind of the port with USB cable between the your hardware component and with the desktop. Then the one you can find it the Arduino ID, the what is the COM port name. This you have to enter here only. So this is depends on the type of the COM port is different for a Linux and the Windows, right? So these entire steps are common for every programming, whatever program you are writing in the Arduino with the help of the Python, right? So for this enabling the once you write this one, this enable the Arduino board to activate, and here you can start the program. And so in this diagram, the previous slide, whatever diagram I have shown you, in this diagram, the potentiometer, this will be act as an analog input, and the LED will be act as a digital output. Okay. So how can you read the data from the analog input in the Arduino in the Python with in Arduino with Python? Okay. So so whatever potentiometer data is there, that you have to so their pin configuration. This I have to store in a one variable. Okay. From the board I need a pin. Okay. So for board dot get pin. Okay. This will function you have to call from the board object, and within bracket you have to mention n naught is pin number, add colon naught is the pin number n naught, and colon I input pin. uh, so analog input object is used for analog input. So this analog object is used for connecting the analog input. Okay. So the configuration is like that: a colon naught colon I, because the anode pin will be acted as the input pin. Next, that the LED pin that will be acted as a digital pin or output pin. Okay, so for that pin configuration I have to store in a LED variable. Okay, so LED is equal to board dot get pin within bracket D colon 11 colon. So D11 I have connected. The LED I have connected with the D11 pin, digital 11 pin. So D11 colon O. So the pin will be acted as a output pin. So these two are the associated with the pin configuration. Now the main set of code I have to write. Okay. So what I told that so normally how long the LED will be turned on. So this will be dependent on the analog value, analog input value, or potentiometer value. Okay. So potentiometer, how can you read? By using the read function you can read the data from the potentiometer. So analog input, this will be the object under this read function is there. So this whatever because the analog input, okay. So analog input is the pin configuration. Whatever pin configuration, this I have stored in an analog input variable. Okay. So the analog input dot read. If you write the read, the potentiometer data will be stored, because potentiometer data, the pin I have configured in an analog input variable. This will be stored in a one another variable, that is analog value. Okay. So if some analog value is there, then the LED light will be turned on for a period of analog value. Okay, and an LED light will be turned off again for a period of analog value. So if it is not there, so directly the time will be sustained for some time. Again, the program will be executed. Okay, so the loop will be like the if analog value is not null. If there is some value in analog value variable, okay, if there is some value in analog value variable, so analog value is not none, then it will execute this as a code. Okay, so delay is equal to analog value plus 0.1. So if you want to calculate directly, you cannot put the delay value, so you will not get the proper millisecond time. Analog value plus 0.01. Okay, because if analog value is 0, so the delay time will be 0, so it will not be feasible, right? So for that, so 0.01 to add with the analog value, right? So after that, so I'm storing the delay time from the analog value. This I'm storing in a delay variable. Then if after turning on the LED, it will be sustained for a this period of time. Okay, so LED dot write. So whatever LED is connected, that pin configuration I have stored in an LED variable. So that's why this is LED dot write. I want to store the data in LED. That's why write function is enabled. So LED dot write within bracket 1. Time dot sleep. Okay. So when you need to write the delay functions. So in Arduino, see directly you can write the delay function. Here you cannot write. So you have already imported the time package. So from the time sleep function will be enabled. Within sleep you have to pass the how long the delay time will be sustained. Okay. So the delay value you have to pass through this sleep function, right? So again LED dot write time dot sleep within bracket delay. So LED dot write. So after that it will be turned off for a certain period of time. So for this period of time, okay, the LED will be turned off for this period of time. So this is turn on and turn off. So this is the delay. Okay, this is the delay, right? So whatever potentiometer data is there, if we plus point on each and every time, we will get a delay time. So if you change the potentiometer data, the delay time will also be changed. Okay. That this will be sustained for this period of time, then it will be turned off. This is logic 1 and logic 0. So LED dot write logic 0, that means the LED will be turned off. Then time dot sleep, and again how long it will be turned off. Then the for that time dot sleep within bracket delay. Okay, this you have to do. So if nothing is there in analog, if you are not changing anything in potentiometer, so nothing will be done for a LED. Okay, so it will be wait for 0.01 second. Again it will go back to check the this value, analog value. Okay, if again it will take the data from potentiometer, again it will check the analog value. Okay, so this is about the reading analog input as a potentiometer. Now, so same so by with the help of the same connection, you can write the different program. What can be the program you can write? So writing the analog output. Before that, this was the reading the analog input. Now it is the writing the analog output. Okay, so whatever output I have, whatever device I will connect with the Arduino, so through this I have to send the analog data, not the digital data. Okay, so the concept is that the by using the potentiometer we can control the brightness of the LED. Okay, you can control the brightness of LED by using the potentiometer. So whatever potentiometer data is there, now this will pass through the write operation, not delay, not time sleep operation. So earlier you have passed the analog value through the sleep operation. Now here I will pass the analog value through the write operation of LED. Okay, so by using the same potentiometer, so whatever potential input is same, but the output configuration is different. Okay, so if want to send the analog value in the LED, you need to use the PWM signal. There is a PWM pin in the Arduino. You have to connect the LED with the PWM. Rather connecting with the digital pin, you have to connect with the PWM pin. So normally in Arduino, so the same digital pin is the PWM pin, but the pin mode should be the different. Whatever pin mode, so either it is input mode or output mode. So this mode will be different. So for this case, the it not will be the output mode, it will be the PE mode. Okay. Input pipe parameter, input time board is equal to pipe parameter, it is equal to pipe parameter dot until, and it is equal to dot start. So these five set of lines are same for this program also, but I'm showing you. Suppose this is the turn on. Okay, for some period of time it will be turned on for a suppose 5 seconds. Okay, then turn off also 5 seconds. Then again 5, this is also 5 seconds, but the value is different. So it is suppose point 0.5 now, so it will be the point 0.7. The magnitude is different. Earlier the time duration is different, but this time the magnitude of this value, LED value, so it will be for on when the LED will be on, the magnitude is point 0.5, so it will be little bright. So if the LED is turned on and magnitude is point 0.7, suppose that, then it will be more bright. Okay, so if suppose the value is 1, that means maximum brightness. 0 means the LED is turned off. Point 0.5 means LED is little bright. Point 0.7 is more bright, and 1 is the maximum bright. Okay, in this way, we can combine in the potentiometer. So if potentiometer value is point 0.5, then the LED will be bright this much value, this much quantity. Okay, and if potentiometer value is point 0.7, the LED will be bright this much only. Okay, like this way it will be operation will be done, right? So whatever potentiometer value is there, that will pass through the right operation. So input pin is only is a analog pin only. So potentiometer is connected to the analog pin and not I, A colon not colon I. But LED, that will be acted as a analog, but I am not writing as an analog. Here I am writing as a P. Okay, pulse. If you connect the LED with the P mode, okay, connected to the digital, but it is PWM mode, then automatically PWM mode will be set. Okay, by passing the argument like this way. Okay, so now code is set. So again I'm reading the data from the potentiometer, and so for that, analog value is equal to analog input dot read. So the data I'm storing from the potentiometer to the analog variable, and if this value is not, if any value is there, okay, if any value is there, then that value will be passed through the write operation for LED. So LED dot write analog underscore value. Okay, then if nothing is there, then it will wait for some time. Again it will read the data, again it will read the data, again it will check the analog value. If any analog value is there, then directly it will pass the analog value through the LED for writing operation. Okay, so when you give pass this value, the LED will be turned on for a turn on with the value of analog value. Okay, so whatever analog value data is coming from the window. So this it can vary from the 0 to 1. So I already told that if 0 data, if under the analog value 0 is there, so LED will be off. If 1 is there, it is the maximum brightness. If in between any value is there from 0 to 1, then it will be bright medium or bright more like this way. Okay, so this the simple set of a code, only 2-3 lines are there. Okay. I hope these two program, whatever program I have discussed, so same configuration is there, but in one cases I am sending the potentiometer data for time, for time for giving the time duration data, and the second case the potentiometer data that is passing for right operation of the LED. What is the magnitude of the that light pulse? So whatever light is emitting. Okay, maximum one is maximum brightness. So I think you liked my video, and if anything is there, if any question and you want to know anything for Arduino Python, you can write in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.